Curiosity-driven innovation, I think, is oftentimes serendipitous. One of the first papers I published in my Ph.D., it was that I didn't clean up some of the serotonin solutions that I had made for 2 weeks. I came back to the lab like, okay, at this point I should probably throw these out. And then the color had changed to pink. It was coming from the fact that the serotonin was forming nanoparticles by themselves over time because they were polymerizing and aggregating. And that actually ended up being a paper of how can we actually then use these serotonin-derived nanoparticles for drug delivery applications or to be useful in a different kind of field.
The current methods.
Someone that I very much admire is Frances Arnold from Caltech. I heard her talk and I saw the Nobel Prize that she won. I really thought, wow, that's something where somebody has really harnessed nature's rules. She didn't work against biology, but in fact, she worked with it. I really believe that today, innovation is not just a solo endeavor. It really takes a strong multidisciplinary team. Our group works at the intersection of chemistry, engineering, and neuroscience. The grand challenge that we are trying to solve is to be able to monitor small molecules in complex environments for long periods of time. When we start to try to change things, to over-engineer things, it oftentimes gets in the way of how biology beautifully stays in line with the rules that governs nature. But to be able to harness it in a way that does open our scope a little bit to think that anything is possible in terms of engineering these biological molecules. I think the way in which innovation can bridge the gap between what we do in the lab versus what is actually translated outside of the lab, I think it's really important to not just innovate by focusing on the system and the chemistry at hand, but also thinking about for the final application, who will be the people using it. Maybe we can actually create a technology that can support patients in disease management. Chemistry is everything because it can turn curiosity into discovery.